Hey everybody, I'm Jer. Welcome to my channel. Okay, so I had somebody write me about the video I did for Mullen Automotive stock, price target $17. They said, great video and info. Please fix audio though. That isn't the first person that's written me about that video. I had just started doing videos again and was working on some audio issues anyway. And so I feel like I've gotten those fixed. So I'm going to go through Mullen Automotive and that price target and the DD report again in this new video. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, let me pull this up here. This morning I was doing, make sure this is correct. Okay. This morning I was doing some research on them to look more into what all they do, what all they have, what their plans are, and everything else. So this morning, if I can find it here, this came up. I guess it was last night they reported Mullen and ARC, a leading German automotive engineering company, announced partnership for upcoming Mullen 5 EV crossover. They will work together on Mullen's entire EV lineup, starting with the Mullen 5 EV crossover. ARC, with over 3,500 employees globally, will assign up to 180 engineers in supporting Mullen's EV development, ensuring the highest performance targets and regulatory compliance for passive safety, active safety, and noise, vibration, and harshness. Great. So this is a move forward, in my opinion. ARC is a leading automotive engineering company with a global footprint, including working with some of the most well-respected automotive manufacturers such as BMW, VW brands, and Mercedes-Benz. Their vehicle engineering expertise will be a key component for us in hitting our production timeline for the 5 and beyond, said David Mitchery, CEO and chairman of Mullen Automotive. Okay, great. So this is promising to me because it's like, okay, we are for sure working on this thing with a company that has released has done other work with major automotive brands. So that's great. Now then, I did a little bit further research and found that Mullen owns something called CarHub.com. They bought CarHub.com, but they're not doing anything with it. I wish that they would just sell it off or do something with it. Whenever you go here and you try to click on any of the links, nothing works. This is also bad here. I don't know what this is, but, oh, this goes somewhere. Oh, no, it doesn't. So it almost feels like this CarHub thing was intended to be something like Carvana, where you could buy cars online, but nothing on the site. So I wish that what they would do is just take the site down. There's some articles. Is something going to come up? No. Until they're going to do something with it, put a landing page up, sell it. Celebrity. What is that? Something. They need to do something with this. If they own it, it shows up whenever you search for Mullen. I found it. I found that they had bought it. They need to do something with this, and they need to do something with it pretty quickly, because going to this, you're like, wait, they own this. Why are they not doing more with it? And this shows 2019. It's like it's just sitting there and doing nothing, just collecting dust. Do something with it. What? Do they have a Twitter? CarHub. It has 27,000. I want to buy it. Because I could do something. Somebody needs to buy this. They need to sell this or give it away or something. Something. Okay, go back. What is YouTube? CarHub. 113 subscribers. Last video was 4 years ago, 5 years ago. 4 years ago and 5 years ago. Okay. Do something with this. CarHub could probably sell for something. I don't know, but they need to fix this. Part of the CarHub thing actually is dedicated to Mullen. I don't know how I found this. I guess if you go to the actual CarHub site, I don't know, but it has a picture of what was going to be the Mullen Firefly, I think is what it's called. It's like they got started on this and then just stopped and didn't do anything else. Okay. Then, let's look. There was something called a Mullen 700E that was showed off at the 2014 Los Angeles Auto Show. And I couldn't find anything else on this. They bought a company called Coda. It's Coda Mullen 700E sedan. They bought this company, had planned on, I guess someone had said that they had planned on making cars through the Coda brand. Let's look. Page not found. Okay. Coda Cars, CodaCars.com, a Mullen technology company, really dated website, services. Okay. You can email him more. So selling parts for this thing. Okay. About us. New vehicle manufacturers with their headquarters in Berea, California. We started out with the Mullen GT vehicle designed over 15 years ago and have been growing ever since. We own one of the finest battery management systems in the industry, along with Mullen energy storage systems and other green industry technology. Okay. Contact us. I don't know what this, map. Copyright 2013. So looking at this stuff, it feels very dated. It is very dated. 2013. Okay. Again, if you're not going to do anything, maybe redirect Coda Cars to Mullen technology so that anybody that's happening to come across this will go to Mullen technology. Because as an investor, I'm not an investor, by the way. I haven't invested in Mullen. I'm not long or short. I don't. Either way is fine for me. And this is not financial advice. You should always do your own thing and do your own research before investing. So looking at this, I would say they need to update this. They need to update CodaCars.com to where it redirects to Mullen, or they sell Coda Cars, the brand, and use the funding towards doing stuff with Mullen. Because as an investor, if you're doing your research, you're doing your DD, you come across this stuff and you think, okay, maybe this is not where I should be putting my money. Or maybe I can't really trust Mullen for me to put a down payment or a reservation fee on a future 5, a SUV, which is what Mullen's working on now. So this is kind of concerning, but the good part about this is that they may have, I guess, failed in the past, but they're still moving forward. They're still trying to get something to work, to catch, and to get something out, it looks like. Coda Classic sell down, final 40 units. Call for low price. We have 40 brand new, which I'm guessing they probably don't have 40 brand new anymore because they're not brand, the 2013. Hurry for the best selection. The original cars were priced around $40,000 plus fees depending on options. Okay. Again, just take this down. Take it down, and if you're going to do something with Coda cars, redesign the website professionally, which isn't that hard to do now, and update it once you do something with Coda cars, if you do something with Coda brand. To me, it feels like Mullen bought Coda for their technology, for their electric vehicle technology, and then just left all of this and put Mullen technology on this, but then never came back to it to update anything. Take it down, sell Coda cars, or update it once you sell the brand, or update it once you have something for Coda cars, because this is, again, it doesn't look good for an investor or for someone looking to buy a Mullen vehicle or put a fee down for a Mullen vehicle. And here's more about the Coda on Auto Trader. Wasn't a success, obviously. Mullen ended up buying them. Okay. Cool. So this is the electric sports car and SUVs. Mullen banks on Chinese electric sports car and SUVs for going public. So, and they did it on this Quanto K50 electric coupe and teased it at the New York Auto Show last year. When was this article? June 2020. So 2019. And this thing never, it's really pretty. Is this the Dragonfly thing? I think this might be the Dragonfly thing. It's a pretty car, but it also brings up the concern of, okay, they never made this. Why? So there. Mullen maintains that model will arrive in the U.S. In the second quarter of 2021. We're past the second quarter of 2021. But it now also plans to sell a battery electric SUV called the MX-05, which I think ended up becoming the 5. And they planned on doing this in the second or third quarter of 2021, and 2021 is done. So again, it feels like they take off on something and don't finish it. Hopefully they finish these cargo vans that they're working on and the 5. Even if they don't, I still feel like even if it takes them longer to get something out, I still feel as confident in them as any other electric vehicle company that still hasn't gotten anything out. Years after Tesla launches. Okay. But this is also more concerning because you start to dig in. That's cool. That's a cool graphic. It's like these things are really pretty and nice. Like, you know, this car is beautiful. But if it's not available and you can't drive it yet, this is just a big chunk of metal. So we need something. So hopefully, Mullen with their cargo vans, they meet that date of production and getting them out. And then that will be more promising, and then you will see with that a rise in the stock price. coming to the U.S. next year. This was in 2019. Okay. They still have a thing to be able to reserve your Mullen Dragonfly, but I think that this was pushed back because they're focusing on SUVs. To begin construction on an electric vehicle pilot facility, pre-orders accepted starting October 1st for its MX-5 fully electric SUV. Pilot facility designed to assemble Mullen's MX-5 fully electric SUV is scheduled to completion by April 2021. Well, we ended up going to April 2021, and Mullen changed course and is opening a facility in Tunica, near Memphis, Tennessee, which I think has something to do with taxes in California, and it's probably a good move for the company to move outside of that. Also, the location gives them the chance to, like, they're in the middle of the country, so distributing their vehicles is across the country is easier from the middle of the country than it is from just the West Coast or just the East Coast. Like, they're right smack dab in the middle of the country, so that helps. So this is whenever they were set to start EV production in Tennessee. Merging electric vehicle manufacturer based in California is merging with Net Element in a stock-for-stock reverse merger with plans to deliver electric vehicles out of Memphis, Tennessee. On March 11th, Mullen and Net Element announced the merger. Located just 50 miles from Memphis, Tennessee, the 120,000 square foot AMEC facility sits on 100 acres and will employ approximately 50 people in the first year, with the objective of expanding to employees over 3 years. Now then, they also are growing 820,000 square foot facility in Memphis, Tennessee, and create up to 800 jobs, delivering 100,000 vehicles over a 5-year period commencing in the fourth quarter of 2023. So that starts in 2023. Now then, I believe they still have that van starting production and getting released next year. Hopefully. Okay. Mullen Technologies future in Spokane. Uncertain as company plans electric vehicle plant in Memphis. Do I have another one? No. Okay. So there is that. Let me open up. So we will go. Let's go back here. Okay. Open. All right. So let's look. The DD report. Mullen Automotive, MULN on the stock market, DD report. StockVoyager.com /Mullen report. It's on that website on StockVoyager.com. Today's date is December 15th. Top SUV at LA Auto Show for Mullen 5 EV crossover. EV cargo vans planned delivery in quarter 2 of 2022. So halfway through the year. Let's go. Let me pull this up real quick. We're going to go look for this Mullen cargo van delivery. Okay, good. Let's pull this up. All right. Make sure, yeah. Good. All right, let's look at this. Validation. This was December 6, 2021. Validation process starts for Mullen Class 2 EV cargo van. Assessment has begun at AMEC facility outside Tunica, Mississippi. Company on track for 2022 deliveries to fleet customers. An emerging electric vehicle manufacturer last week announced the initial validation testing of its Class 2 EV cargo van has begun at Mullen's Advanced Manufacturing Engineering Center in Tunica, Mississippi. Okay. Mullen said it is on track to deliver its first vans to existing fleet customers starting in the second quarter of 2022. Mullen's Class 2 EV cargo van, called One, is based on a 144-inch wheelbase, 78 kWh battery pack, rear wheel drive, and modular 460 cubic feet cargo area. The vehicle range is estimated at more than 200 miles with a max payload of 3,296 pounds. The Class 2 EV vans are equipped with modular cargo areas that can be easily adapted to different configurations. The Mullen One is our first major manufacturing program out of our Tunica facility, and the entire team in California, Mississippi is excited to be working on the EV cargo van program, said the CEO and chairman. Mullen 5 EV crossovers will be the upcoming Consumer Electronics Show in Las Vegas from January 5th to January 8th. Mullen will be featured in West Hall of the Las Vegas Convention Center for the duration of the CES, showcasing the 5 and upcoming technology for the vehicle as well as the powertrain and battery components. Cool. Mullen is a South California-based automotive company that owns and partners with several businesses working towards a unified goal of creating clean, scalable energy solutions. Mullen has evolved over the past decade in sync with consumers and technology trends. Today, the company is working to provide EV options built entirely in the United States and made to fit into the American consumer's life. Mullen strives to make EVs more accessible by building an end-to-end. Cool. Great. Okay, that's great news. Great news, great news, great news. Okay, let's go back here. All right, so let's look at it. So that's an update. So yes, EV cargo vans still planned delivery quarter 2. They've begun to evaluate safety of these vehicles, which is one of the I think final steps to getting this. So good. Only 51 million fully diluted shares compared to what was expected to be 75 million whenever they went public via SPAC. Existing Tunica facility will expand from 124,000 square feet to 1.2 million square feet, potential for more SUVs beyond the 5. Undervalued compared to EV carmaker stocks, see Go EV, FSR, Rivian, and Lucent. Very true. Each of these are trading in billions, whereas right now, if you were to do the market cap math based off of the 51 million shares, which are not all out in the stock market yet, they're gradually putting them out, but they're not there yet. So understand that whenever you're looking at market cap. So it's not fully diluted to where it will be. So some of why you see the price continue to go down further on the price per share is because they're gradually releasing this, and also because people get bored. And whenever people get bored, they sell their shares, which is an opportunity for long-term investors to get in and hold on. Mullen was up to like 13 at one point, so there's a lot of potential for it to go up much higher from where it's at. But with it where it was this morning in pre-market, 555 times 51 million shares values the company at 283 million, which is a little more than $250 million, which is still less than Go EV or Fisker or Rivian or Lucent. Plus, more people drive SUVs and trucks than they do. I think that there's more people that drive SUVs and trucks. Maybe you're wrong on this, but I believe there's more people that drive SUVs and trucks than there are who drive just normal, like compact cars. And there's definitely more people that drive SUVs than drive the sports cars like that Firefly, which is why I think they pushed Firefly back, and started focusing on the SUV because there's more potential for revenue and profits from the SUV than there are from that sports car. But if that's the case, they need to update their website, probably remove reservations for that Firefly. Again, if I can find it, anybody can find it, and it kind of starts to look bad for them. Instead of focusing on the great things Mullen has going on, people are going to start focusing on, why is this site not updated? Why do they own this company but nothing is happening? So, but again, this could be great potential for an investor to, like, if this comes up like wide range and maybe there's a short report, it'd be great potential for an investor to get in at a lower amount, and then Mullen end up being a multi-billion-dollar company, and you'd be able to say, you know what, I bought shares at $5, they're now at $100. This is what I made in profit, and that's great. So someone's loss could be someone else's gain. Mullen 5 SUV EV slated for production in Q4 of 2023 with a battery charge to 80% in 21 minutes and has a range of 325 miles. Increased reservation capacity from 5,000 to 25,000 units because of high demand. Okay, so still, even with the stuff I talked about this morning, I want to talk openly about that stuff because even though it seems negative, it's something to think about. And it's something that can get brought up by someone who wants to short the stock. And I want you to be prepared for them to bring that up and say, hey, Mullen's junk, they're saying Mullen's junk or whatever based off of what they found, but understand that Mullen's moving forward. I want them to address those websites and businesses that they have that are outdated, like the Coda and the CarHub. They can make a lot of money on CarHub, I feel, like something like a Carvana. There's a lot of potential there, and it seems like it's all set up for that, but it just got left behind and didn't get thought about again, and that's kind of sad. There's potential there. If not potential for Mullen doing something with it, then potential for Mullen selling it, even if it's just for a smaller amount. That's extra money that they can make off of that. So that is what I would say. I still believe that the target market cap should be about 900 million with 51 million shares. That's if they don't do another offering or dilute shares more. With 51 million shares, I put the price target at $17.64, so still have a $17 price target long term. Even more than that if they meet the production expectations and start to release the van and show even more promise for the Mullen 5, and show that they're a real company that's legitimately making a product, making an EV. Okay, that is all I have. If you have a stock that you would like me to look at for you, do DD on, you can write me. I won't always do them, but sometimes I will if it looks like a promising company, or if it's something that I think you should be scared of and not touch. You can write me at Jer, at stockvoyager.com. That's all I have. Love y'all, and I will see you all very soon. Bye. Mwah.